Hey guys, Merl here and welcome back to another video. So today we've got a discussion topic to talk about, and that's the fact that Epic Games have now finally changed their whole stance and opinion on leaked content. Now, if you don't know what leaking is, or the phrase leaking, what it basically means is it's basically people going into the game files of games like Fortnite and things like that to find unreleased new information, things like upcoming items, maybe a new weapon, maybe some skins and things like that. And strictly speaking, it really isn't allowed, and for the longest time, years and years and years, games like H1Z1, PUBG, there's just thousands of games that really don't allow people to go into the files. Obviously, people can do it. It's against the TOS for a lot of games and things like that. But you guys know that my channel's been striving on leaked content a lot of the time for the past 6 months. That's what blew me up, you know, things like the Galaxy skin. I let you guys know unreleased information about all that, and it hyped people up for it. That's why I've always supported leaking. You know, I understand how game companies don't really want people going into the files to find unreleased things that haven't even been announced yet. But taking Fortnite as an example, Fortnite's target audience has always been younger kids. You know, you get there's probably millions of like under 10-year-olds playing this game, and when these kids are watching content creators like myself who are showing these unreleased information videos like news and things like that, you guys know I do a daily Fortnite rewind every day where I talk about things that have came out throughout the whole entire day, things like little leaks here and there, like secrets, what's to come in the future. But when people watch my videos and other people's videos, they get excited. You know, you can plan out your V-Bucks if there's a new skin coming in the item shop, and it builds a lot of hype for a lot of topics. Now, you guys can see by the title, I'm talking about the fact that Epic have now changed their whole stance and opinion on Fortnite leaking and things like that. Now, let me give you a bit of backstory. For the longest time, months and months and months, Fortnite have never really talked about leaking, what their stance on it is and things like that, but it's always been done. You know, people love to see unreleased things. Now, it's always been a tricky topic for me. People like Happy Power, I Talk Fortnite, great friends of mine. People like me have always talked about leaks and things like that. And me personally, I've always felt like I'm on thin ice. You know, some days I didn't want to upload a video because obviously it was a pretty big leak, and I didn't want to get taken out of the supporter creator program. So talking about supporter creator, if you don't know what it is, you guys can use someone's supporter creator code in the Fortnite item shop to buy skins and things, and I believe 5% of that comes to creators like myself. So if you guys want to support me, you could use code SERVERS in the Fortnite item shop, and when you pick up a skin, a little bit of that cash that you've actually paid for would indeed come to me myself. So it's a great tool that Fortnite added in to support content creators, and they recently announced that it's going to be a permanent thing, so it's always going to be there. It was typically meant to leave I believe right at the end of December, but I've been in the supporter creator program since November, since it was first ever announced, and there was thousands and thousands of people using my code, and the support was absolutely immense. You know, it was providing me an income where I could probably do YouTube full time if I wasn't going to college and things like that. I still do today. I still do go to college, guys. But you know, it was an extra way of me earning a little bit of revenue and allowing you guys to support me. You know, obviously giving a little bit back to your favorite creators is a great way for you guys yourselves. But on January 23rd, I was taken out of the program, and if you follow my Twitter and things like that, you'll have been keeping up to date on this. You know, I was trying so hard to like figure out why. Obviously, there was a good chance it was for leaking. I never got a finalized reason or anything like that, but the video I uploaded just the day before I actually got in this email right here, as you guys see here, I was disabled. My supporter creator account was indeed disabled. I did indeed upload a video on the Volley Girl skin, which was at the time a leak. It wasn't released or anything like that. Now, the reason this was a problem is the fact that there's thousands and thousands of content creators in this program, and a lot of them, dare I say, are indeed clickbaiters. You know, they give misleading content to kids and things like that. It's complete clickbait and BS basically. And the fact that I'd been picked to be taken out of the program because of my type of content showed the fact that Epic had not been keeping up to date and regularly checking channels and people in the program. You know, I do Fortnite daily news and things like that where I talk about leaks, maybe things that have been coming out throughout the whole entire day. And there's hundreds of other channels just like myself who still indeed remained in the program. Now, a day later, I got in contact with an Epic employee called Melissa. Now, she's been helping me out a ton with everything. She helps loads and loads of content creators out, especially with things like support creator. Now, I got in contact with her and I let her know about my whole situation. You know, I'd been taken out after months and months of being in the program, and the fact that it took this long to take me out, there was a problem. And even if I personally wasn't going to be re-added or reinstated, I still wanted to get my point across, and I still wanted to make a change for Fortnite. Now, after a couple of days of waiting, she finally got back to me by saying they are working on some things. I promise you, I'm not ignoring you, just trying to get it all figured out. So still at this time, I was still pretty annoyed. But the next day, she said that I am reinstating your creator account today what is your Epic account ID? And I was absolutely over the moon. It was great news to hear that, but I was still curious as to why I was actually taken out in the first place. And she finally got back to me by saying this: we've re-evaluated our stance and policy regarding channels that promote leaked content, aka me. Supporter creator is expanding beyond Fortnite to all games in the Epic Store. So if you guys don't know what the Epic Store is, it's basically where other publishers can publish their games onto the Epic Store, like Subnautica, Tom Clancy's, Spellbreak. There's hundreds of games on it right now. But people in the supporter creator program like myself can also earn from these other games. Now keep in mind the fact that people could also go into these other games as files to find unreleased things, just like how people do with Fortnite. So I feel like this was a big reason as to why they had a meeting and changed their whole opinion on leaked content. So she let me know that it took a few meetings to get everyone in alignment. So that's great to hear, you know. Hopefully my situation personally got that whole opinion across. You know, as I say, I really wanted to get the whole point across that there's hundreds and hundreds of other channels still in the creator program who do indeed do a lot more leaked content than myself. You know, at the end of the day, I don't personally go in the files. I use news that's provided to me by other leakers. But I asked her, like, will there be a public post on this, or like, should I make a video on this? And what she said was that over the next few weeks, hopefully, there's hopefully going to be an email being sent out to people who are in the creator program, who aren't in the creator program, or who got removed or denied from the creator program, to let them know about this change regarding leaked content. Now, at the time of this recording, I still haven't gotten an email like that. I'm not sure if any others have gotten that. But just a little bit of information: if you are taken out of the creator program and you'd earned a little bit, say like, I don't know, $50 or something like that, that money will indeed still remain if you use the same exact Fortnite and Epic account attached to it. So remember, this is still January 25th, and she let me know that I shouldn't really make a video on it at that time because, you know, they had a lot of things to finalize, and obviously I completely understood that, so I did not make a video or a statement or anything. But I wanted to make this video to let you guys know that if you're a channel, no matter your size, if you do indeed talk regularly about leaked content, you no longer need to fear. Especially if you're in the supporter creator program, you will not be removed from it at all for leaking content. Now, this is absolutely amazing news, and I'm so happy I can finally make a video on this. I want to let a lot of people know about this a lot earlier. But yeah, guys, let me know what you're thinking about this. Fortnite and Epic Games are now officially allowing leaking. I'm hoping that a lot of other gaming companies do indeed do similar things. You know, leaking at the end of the day, fair enough, you're going into the files to find unreleased things, but it does indeed build up hype, and I feel like Epic realized that deep down. You know, a lot of their sales probably are off channels like us. You know, the fact that we show things early to get people excited. You know, as soon as people are checking the item shop every night, as soon as they see that skin that they've been dreaming of for days and days and days, they can finally pick it up and support creators while at it, you know. But one more problem that I feel like really needs to be resolved, and that a lot of people like myself and I Talk Fortnite agree on, is the fact that there is a lot of channels still in the creator program who need to be removed. People like clickbaiters, people who provide fake content, you know, on things like the Valentine rewards, Valentine's, things like that, which they're just not real, you know what I mean? I'm not naming any names or anything, but every single one of you watching this video has indeed at least came across one Fortnite clickbait channel. So the only thing I could also hope for the supporter creator program is the fact that people are being taken out who deserve it. You know, people who are doing fake content, you know, manipulating, misleading their viewers, they should not be allowed in programs like these at all. So this could be resolved by doing regular checks on the channels in the program every single month, maybe just before a payout's meant to be happening. But guys, that's what I want to talk about today. A little bit of a discussion video letting you guys know that Fortnite and Epic are now indeed allowing leaked content. So if you're a channel, no matter if you're on Twitch, YouTube, bloody, I don't know, Twitter, Mixer, anything at all, if you cover unreleased content at all, do not worry guys, you are now indeed safe. So leave your thoughts on this down below. I know it's great news, hopefully for a lot of you. People have got kind of mixed feelings on leaking though, but I'd love to have a little discussion with you guys in the comments. However, thanks a lot for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you're new around here for Fortnite never ever clickbait content. Drop a like down below, and remember you can use code servers in the Fortnite item shop to support me personally. Do it before February 22nd guys to pick up that free Valentine's wrap. But thanks a lot for watching everyone, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.